dropship has arrived.
You'll be heading into Japan for the next mission. We've got a fix on the downed UFO. There doesn't appear to be much in the way of civilization nearby. We have a prime chance to secure the site before they have time to dig in.
Central, this is Big Sky. Strike One is ready to secure the craft.
Copy, Big Sky. Strike One is cleared to attempt the breach.
I'm rolling.
On the move.
Moving to position.
You know more about this than I do. Hadi boy!
On my way. Scanners online.
Moving out.
Roger that.
Yes, Commander. Solid copy. Your friends aren't coming to save you. Keeping him down. Recibido, señor.
ASAP.
I have a special nightmare just for you. On my way.
On the move. Defensive posture behind me.
Roger that. I'm under fire.
Sleep time. Target is not disabled. Sleepy time. It's still up. Target's still up.
Moving. Defensive position here.
Keeping him down. Ready to rock.
I'm on the move. Scanner's up and running.
Going.
Moving out.
Let's jet. Allí voy. On the move. That's affirmative. Back online.
Eyes peeled, Commander. Jumping. I'm on it, Commander. Let's get started.
is not good.
No need to ask twice.
Overwatch. Roger. Position confirmed.
Shot failed to connect. On my way. I'm rolling. X-ray lock.
You know more about this than I do. Don't move.
Heading out. Hostiles targeting my position. Almost out of ammo.
On reserves. Damn it, missed the target. Back in.
Moving to position. Come on, you'll be back in the fight ASAP.
I'm on the move.
I have no ammunition. Defensive posture behind me.
Position confirmed.
I'm ready.
Running.
No retreat, no surrender.
There's nothing left for you here.
Headed there now.
Heading to that location.
Moving to position. Rub some dirt on us.
I'm right there.
Voy hacia ese lugar. Are you sure it's safe?
Adjusting sights.
They're moving around the side.
Baja confirmada.
Aye, aye. Aye, aye. Capture. Looks like you're coming home with us.
Affirmative, Commander. Cover position ready to engage.
Got it, moving.
Stepping off.
Aye, aye. Rub some dirt on us.
Ready to engage.
Ferry cargado.
You read my mind.
Aye, aye.
disabled.
Chalk up another one.
Not a scratch on anyone. The troops are better than I thought.
Positive identification confirmed. Exalt cell location verified. Contact detected.
Enemy is padlocked. Disengaging. Commander, we're receiving several urgent requests for assistance. There are abductions in progress at each marked site on the hologlobe.